Our next question goes to Dr. Paul, and it's from Mr. Mallory.
Dr. Paul, you have abdicated abolishing the Department of Education at the federal level. Then I believe you might have said that was more of a hypothetical. Where exactly do you stand on that?
With regard to education, I've always been a fan of, as Ronald Reagan was, of having schools controlled more locally. Even now, though, most people don't realize that. They think, oh, well, everything's done by the Department of Education. It's less than 10% of your funding for your schools. Most of your school's funding is through your state taxes, either property or income taxes. I would rather the local schools decide things. I don't like the idea of somebody in Washington deciding that Susie has two mommies is an appropriate family situation and should be taught to my kindergartner in school. That's what happens when we let things get to a federal level. I think I'd rather have local school boards, teachers, parents, people in Paducah deciding about your schools and not have it in Washington. So I do believe in more local control of schools, and that would be that I don't think the Department of Education is necessary. That's been part of the GOP platform. It was for many years. It was part of Ronald Reagan's platform, and I think it's still a good idea.
Thank you. Mr. Conway, your response?
Well, I gave a speech yesterday where I focused on a comment that Dr. Paul made some time ago where he said we haven't followed the Constitution in this country since 1937. It's no surprise that 1937 was the year that the Supreme Court upheld Social Security. Dr. Paul calls himself a constitutional conservative. I don't think he believes Social Security is constitutional. I don't think he believes Medicare is constitutional. I don't believe he thinks that workplace safety laws and mine safety laws are constitutional. And he calls for the elimination of all these departments. Now, he's called for the elimination of the Department of Education. If you take 10% out of your education budget, you're going to have to try to make it up somewhere. So that's going to be a local or a state tax. But more important for me, look at yourselves in the audience tonight. I bet all of you know someone who has furthered their education with a Pell Grant. I mean, the cost of higher education is going up. This is no time to run from our students when we need to become a more educated society, a more educated state, and to compete for the jobs of tomorrow.